What if I was able to do that? Just one question. Now, I'm not the only nerd who asked what if about a certain source material. No. Tons of people do that. Fans do that a lot. I mean, let's face it, every time some kind of work of art is released, whether it be a movie or a TV show or a musical or even a book, anything, it doesn't necessarily belong to the artist anymore. Sure, they get tons of money for it. Not the point. It belongs to the fans. And fans are able to create things based off of that work. They create fan art, drawings, paintings, costumes, fan fiction. Well, a lot of the times that question comes up. What if? What if this person was a different gender? What if this happened instead of that? What if Ariel had the ability to summon water from anywhere? What if Zachy Price drowned chained to a fountain? Essentially, patrons are fanfic writers to the nth degree. We think of things like this, and it can become real. So I began to wonder if I could do that with big fish. Something that Brightman wasn't necessarily big in. It was a small role. What could I do with School of Rock? Because if that's not a small role, Bogus was not the lead of this show. Brightman was. So I began to really focus on the show. And I wanted to get control of it, because this whole time I thought that I was in the throes of a power that I could not control. But Mullen screwed up when she picked that show. Because that show particularly, she may be stronger than me, and she may have been doing this longer. But in this show, it wasn't hers. It was mine. And I needed it back. So if her control over me told me to do something, I did it. But I did more. If I had to sing something, I was stronger than what I was being compelled to do. If she told me to say something, I said it with more conviction. If she told me to jump off of a desk, I jumped higher. And I began to feel this hum just in the air the entire time. There's energy in this show. It's basically a rock show in a musical. There was power there. So, I began to feel it constantly. The more I did, the more I felt. To eventually, there was a point that towards the end of Act 1, I didn't feel Mullins at all. There's a song that I became particularly fond of called Stick It to the Man. Basically a fuck you to whatever is wrong with the world. So I sang the hell out of that song. And at the end of it, I have a guitar in my hands, and I'm strumming chords. And I put everything that had happened into those chords. To the point that when I did hit those notes, it was as if someone had tapped reality, as if it was a puddle of water. So I strummed the strings, and I could see ripples appear, and it bent whatever was around me. So I strummed another one, And those ripples kept going. And this time, I saw cracks. So I strummed another one, and the cracks got bigger, and by the fourth chord, and the final note of the song, everything broke. Just everything shattered. The whole thing, the whole illusion, the stage, the people, the sets, the props, everything vanished. And I was just left in a dark, black void. Before I can even think about what the fuck just happened, I heard Mullins' voice. She says, "So, you finally found your power." And I say, "Hell yeah, I did. How about you come out so I can show you?" She had other plans. A noose appeared around my neck. And it lifted, it tightened just enough to the point where I could still breathe, but I couldn't move. It's a freaking Phantom of the Opera, I guess. She steps out of the darkness and she says, "I just want Finn back. I miss him." And honestly, I did kind of feel for her. Losing a loved one sucks. But I told her, I'm not him. I'm sorry, I'm not. And you can't make me be him. So she said, "We'll see. Something's going to happen soon that will make you weak. And then we'll see." So she vanished, and all I could do was shout back at her, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But I wasn't getting any more answers.